My name is IKOK Scovia. I'm a student of Priscilla Girls Comprehensive Secondary School. I, in person, have always seen from my friends, from the nearby community girls like me, we have a lot of barriers, we have a lot of issues, we have a lot of factors that always deny us or even try to pull us back from reaching our destination in academics. One of them is poverty from our parents. Some of our parents are very poor, some of them are drunkards, and with drunkardness, with poverty, there's a way they are in line. And with, let me talk of poverty. Parents always like bringing girls down. They always say, girls, you should stay at home because they don't have money. They look onto boys saying that boys, at least they can have their money whereby they can have anything they feel like. And by that, they always bring girls back and they tell them, stay home and cook, stay home and go to the garden, stay home. By doing that, they always refused from going to school. The second thing is drunkardness. Most parents, most especially in villages, they are fond of drinking. You find a mother and a father both leave home at around 6. They go to the bar, drink until it is 6 p.m. in the evening. And by that, you find a girl child. Take for instance, I'm the only girl and I'm the firstborn girl child in the family. I have to take responsibilities of my other siblings because mom and dad are not at home. When they come back home, they will come and ask me as the girl that, what have you prepared? I become the second mother or the second parent because they are drunk, all they can do is drink. The other thing is always this interference from our friends or peer groups, like a kind of boys nowadays who drink, actually who abuse drugs like marijuana. Oh, as a villager, a kind of villager, I come from a very deep village. There are very many boys who have been spoiled by drug abuse. And by that, since there's a problem of school, like school distance, like there are far schools from home, you find that as I move from school back home, or as I move from home to school, I always meet these guys and they always disturb. They can ask you, that young daughter, where are you from? We want this and this, They're the kind of things they can speak, that can you be my girlfriend? And when you try as a girl, when you try to resist them, they can even force you, end up raping you. And when you're raped, you'll find terror, fear, you'll even be demoralized from going back to school. Why? Because you'll be having lots of thought, like, I cannot go back to school. They'll call me a second person, like they'll call me a you stop, they'll call me a rhino, they'll call me thoughts of names that I'm a broken battery. So by that, it lowers down my moral of being at school and makes me go back home. Like parents also. There are some parents who use bad language. You find, like, I'm a child, I'm a girl, but my head is dull. I'm not that clever like other girls. So my parents always, like, when I go back home with a poor report card, they tell me, this girl here, you have a very heavy head. You have a head like your father's, like that. Those are the mothers now. You have a very dull head. You see, the other friend of yours could get this. How could you? No, parents also need to check on the way they talk to their kids when they bring poor performance home. Like, you don't have to demoralize me. What you do is tell me, my daughter, please harden, you need to work hard, but not you as a parent telling me you're hard-headed, or if you cannot study, go for marriage. Now, if that is a parent telling me so, what will I do then? That's why you find most of the girls get up being pregnated, or even what, or even married off, because they will feel that pain that if my mother can say so, then what am I waiting for? So that is from the parents. Also from the parents, there are some parents who are, I don't know, they are biased. They look like educating a girl child is a waste of time. But like, you find in a home, you have produced a kind of 2 boys and 2 girls. The boys are the firstborns, then the girls are following. You find them saying, I've educated. Or maybe the firstborn is a girl child, and that person failed in higher education. Now the second boy is a boy and he prospered, and the third one is a girl. You as a parent, you start complaining that me, I cannot again waste my time on girls, because see, your firstborn sister, your sibling, she couldn't make anything. I just wasted my money. Actually, some speeches from the parents demoralize girls from schooling, brings them down. And the other thing is also the schools themselves. There are teachers, good and bad teachers. Just like parents, there are some good parents, they can advise their children, they can provide with whatever they need. And before you forget, there are special needs, basic needs that girls need. Like, if I'm at a boarding section, I will need a lot of things, talk of pads, sugar, soap. Those things look compulsory. So at least as a parent, parents should try their best and provide students with at least such things. Like a girl, or especially talk of me myself, like if I come to school without that, my life looks complicated, you look out of place, you look different. There is that hardship you find. So at least if my parents provide me with that, when I come to school and I don't have pads, I'll even have a thought of getting a boyfriend who can help me with money. I go and buy pads for myself, because those things, I need them. They are personal need. They are basic. Actually, when you do without them, you look like you're not a person. So parents should provide with basic needs like that. Because when a girl doesn't have such things, she will start thinking of getting a boyfriend. I know the end results of the boyfriend. He gives you his money and he wants you to pay it back. And how are you going to pay it back? He will call for sex. And what is the result of sex? Pregnancy. And in most cases, pregnancy, you go back home. When you go back home, what future do you have then? You'll have thoughts of, I cannot go back to school, I'm now grown up. If I can produce, what do people who produce do? They don't go to school, and the future will just get blocked as that. I mean, just like that. That's some of the barriers. Then I was talking of schools. There is distance. Like, take for instance, I come from Odot, and the only secondary school nearby is Prishila. And you just imagine, I come from Odot down there, almost going to Ngariam Corner. If you can imagine of that distance, around 17 or 19 kilometers, and you have to foot. I come from very poor, very humble family, whereby you don't have even a bicycle, so I have to foot every day. You have to wake up at 6, if not even, actually 6 is too near. I have to wake up at around 3, then wake up, shower, then start walking miles. By the time you reach school, you're too tired. When you try reading, you won't even be able to catch up. When you fail, see, I talked of parents. When you fail, parents comes in there. Hey, you always waste my money. I pay my money like for nothing. You're hard-headed. What? And that brings you down. Now you start thinking of, now I've paid, like I always walk a distance. I even don't eat at school. I try reading. Even mama shouts at me. Now, what thoughts will you have? I better do what? I better leave school, and they end up dropping. And those are some of the problems that I can say for now. Thank you. The help we need from the forum, we really need more advice. We really need you to come and talk to some of us, like, again, because there's some people who cannot get in something so fast. Like even in a class, can imagine a teacher can explain, but not all people can get it at once. So at least we need more effort from you. We need more testimonies from you. We need more advice from you. If even possible, you can go on to radios, then televisions also, if possible, even platforms can make up a platform. Then you will be tapping in whatever advice you may need to pass out to the students and congregation at large. Then to the parents, at least parents like those who shall try to find a way to speak to your child whenever that child fails. As with girls and with that adolescence period, there's a way you can tend to take advices, like you take something that is wrong to be right and something right to be wrong, because that stage is disturbing you. So at least parents, try to understand your children at times. When they fail, don't be harsh at them. Try to be gentle with them, like talk politely with them, advise them in a calm manner. Then also, parents, provide your children with what they need. With a girl child, at least you need to handle her like an egg. I know it is hard, and I know some of them, in some conditions, they don't even take their parents as parents, because they also feel themselves like of me. I really had that feeling when my mom comments. I'll be like, now I'm also developing. Didn't she pass through that? But you need to try to understand your child. Give her whatever she needs. Some of us, we quarrel at our kids, but we don't always provide them with what they need, and that's why they do what they do things that you don't like. As in, for the school, teachers should at least also try to understand students. Now with this secondary life and with girls, now they start feeling themselves like, I'm now a girl, I'm here to be a woman, what no. And they start that moral that boys can also give in that adolescence period. Then teachers should, I talked of understanding students, then teach them and be loyal to them. Don't be too harsh. Some of the girls, by the way, drop out of school because of how teachers handle them. So at least teachers should do, like, give some respect if possible, or even just take them as your children. There are some teachers who are harsh. At least let them be soft and smooth on the students. As in the community, I think it's a responsibility for the whole community, every member of the community, to take care of girl child. I know there are behaviors of girl children also at times, whereby an elder says of something and they also back it up. But that's an elder. And how I wish it could go back to the stories I always used to hear, that students, like children's responsibility was for all the community. How I wish that thing could come back and people could rule, people could counsel, guide, punish even children when they go wrong. I think it would work much, because nowadays, like, as students, as children of these days, when an elder, like when you're passing by the road and an elder says of something, you'll be like, after all, you're not my father. It is my life. You're telling to an elder. And also students, as girls, we should watch out. Watch our speeches. We shouldn't talk as if we are off-minded, as if we are drunk, as if we are drug abusers. No, your life is your responsibility as a girl too. So we shouldn't take that it's our parents alone who can control us. No, you find someone doing wrong and try to tell that person. Someone tells you, excuse me, you're not my parent. You even don't know how I get things. Is that how you're supposed to behave as a girl? At times, we should also respect ourselves so that the community will help us. Because when our community tries to help someone like me, who moves by the road, and if someone tries to comment on me and says, are you my parent? do you think that person will continue with what he wanted to say, or to give you the advice that person wanted? No. So we should also check on our characters, and as in that the community can help us so easily. I think that's all.